Hey folks, what's up, Yeti? So, not gonna lie to you, I just broke another hollow base point. Frustrating. Yeah, this is it. I couldn't even find the other piece. It was a pretty tough piece, but yeah. Anyways, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Got a piece of Nova here. I was filming that one that broke, but I've already had a video with 2 failures in a row doing that, so I'm not gonna show that. There's no educational value in it. It was just more notching till it snapped. And this one, the tool didn't even make contact or any of that stuff. It just crunchy piece of stone, and it broke. Is what it is. Wish I could keep some of that orange in this, but it won't. And the orange part's dry. I'll tell you what, that heavy pressure flaking like that will wear you out. Now I'm wondering if I might have better luck with something that's a little easier to pressure flake. Or to notch. Come on. Grainy area, don't want to chip. It's right by the outer edge of the rock. So what I've been doing is doing all my initial thinning with these flat billets, and then using a small bopper, little bopper to finish it. My direct percussion thinning part. I got a bad habit of not abrading correctly, and I like to brush down, and then I like to come back across. And what that does, part of what that does, is it puts some serrations across it and allows your billet to catch a little better. Now lose all that gray off that tip. Alright, we got it all cleared off. Yeah, I've done enough with this billet. I got some smaller copper to make one that's smaller. My wood's getting cut right now, so actually my neighbor's picking the logs up today to drop off for me to get cut. It's a friend of his, so anyhow. I'm out of the metal that I use for my notching. tools. I need to go pick some up. I was gonna try to do a video tomorrow before I left, a build video. We did a couple build videos, maybe we only did one, I don't know, and I had all these build videos lined up and then I got busy and never did any of them. But anyways, I was hoping to do one. I was thinking about doing the Texas project next. I basically got the Texas and Florida ready to go. I just haven't had time to do them. They're both knife builds. Which most of the project videos will be knife builds. I was watching one of Ralph's videos, and I've lived out west, and maybe it's something that's new. He lives in the east, and I guess they got different rules there or something. I don't know. I don't believe we got a trout season here. If I want to go trout fishing, I just go trout fishing, but that may just be for his area or what. But I'd never even heard of a trout season. I've trout fished in areas that certain times of year you couldn't trout fish in the creeks because the trout were spawning in those creeks, and they're just so easy pickings. We're the exact opposite of our ancestors. We like to, in modern days, we like to make everything a challenge, I guess, and people of the past would be considered highly unethical by today's standards. Can you imagine what they'd do to you if you ran a bunch of buffalo off a cliff? We only have, I think, 3 wild herds of buffalo left. something like that. Alaska being one of those. What in the world? When you're doing when you brush down then you braid, you want to brush that kind of at a 45 there a little bit. That's how I like to do it. That's sure a whole lot easier napping than that piece of raw Edwards I was working on. I can tell you that. She's thin to win. Pretty doggone thin. Alright. Well, the indirect was a success. Let's see if we can get her cleaned up now. We were outside today cutting some rock, and man, the deer flies are just terrible. And you spray deep woods off on you and it's like they drink it. They're bad. Bad. I don't know if I've ever seen them as bad as they are this year. And they bite. It's not that it's a super painful bite or anything, it's just that it's irritating and then it itches. And the itching is the worst part of the whole deal. So the wife and I enjoy watching some TV at night. We're both at work till usually 7 o'clock every day. So we don't watch any TV during the day, of course, but at night we like to relax with a little bit of TV. And I think we've just about watched the entire everything ever made. It feels that way, like we've watched the entire anything we can stream, we've watched it. But we just started watching Lost. I don't know anything about the series. I didn't like it at first, but starting to get into it a little bit. But they're like modern day soap operas or something like that, you know. I remember my mom when I was a kid watching As the World Turns and Days of Our Lives and all that stuff. That was back in the days of actual housewives and moms being at home. And I, for one, am glad that I had a mom that was at home. She probably should have whooped me a lot more, but although she did plenty of whoopings. I wish she was here today to give me one right now. She passed away over a year ago now, I think. If you still got your mom, give her a call or go over to her house, give her a hug or something like that. 'Cause I sure wish I could go give mine a hug. Did I mention that my hand pads are back on the website? I've been promising you guys, or a bunch of you anyways, for months that I was bringing them back. And I finally did it. I think I might have already mentioned that. I don't know. I don't know if I did or not. Now. Because what happened was I broke this, which I think I mentioned. Another hollow base point. So attempt number 3 broken. That piece was, it was really tough and had some concrete in it, and I had to work around all that, and it was doomed from the start. The 2 yesterday wasn't, though. There was no reason for those to have broke other than just my mistakes. looking pretty good. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. In fact, I got no idea what I'm going to do with it. I'll be going to see the Flintknapping doctor pretty soon. That's what I call it when I've got someone who's way better than me. That's going to show me some things. Sometimes I think I need to glue my glasses to my nose. They work their way down, they get off down at the end of my nose and I can't see no more. Then I'm fighting to see and I can't figure out why, and then I realize my glasses aren't in the position they need to be in for me to see. That's half my problem. A lot of times. Pretty thin, pretty nice. I'm not complaining about this, not one bit. It is hard to see the black though. Which is funny, on camera the black usually shows up real good and the white is all washed out, it's impossible to see it. But in reality, the when I'm napping I can see the white really well. And I can't hardly see the black. You guys probably can't hear Raleigh out there over all the ACs and stuff running in here. I've got a couple of big percussion slabs cooking in the kiln. I'm going to be leaving again before they finish, so hopefully nothing goes wrong. I only put 2 of them in there this time. I got some other stuff in there too, but and I'm doing them at quite a bit lower heat than I normally do my Keokuk. Hold on just 1 second. Okay, that's my son David. when I get back, we'll do that 2,000 sub giveaway too. Alright, well, I gotta figure out what exactly I'm gonna do with this. I like to make it a Dalton, but I make a lot of Daltons. I'm gonna look in the book and I'll come right back. Okay, I can't make up my mind, so I think I can't. I was thinking about making a Gary point. It's from Oklahoma, Arkansas. There's a bunch of them made out of Novaculite. But then I was also thinking about making a Frio, which all the Frios are all in Texas, and none of these are made out of Novaculite that I can see. I do like the looks of a Frio, but I actually probably never. I don't make very many stemmed points, and I don't know why that is. I just don't. But I think that's what I'll try to make. Put this against this pad, maybe you guys can see it better. Kept going back and forth between a Harden and Dalton. Anyways, although I fight with Hardens, it's still one of my favorite points. My buddy Stacy with Rock Pop Adventures just found a point over there. It looks an awful lot like a Geary point or a Stan Lee is what I actually think it probably is, but I think they're pretty closely related. Found a real nice one too. His YouTube channel is Rock and Pop Adventures. You guys want to check him out. Stacy's a fun guy. He's a good addition to the Flintknapping community. He kind of pisses me off though, because he shouldn't be, as little time as he's spent in Flintknapping, he shouldn't be as good as he is. Because he's actually, for the time he spent Flintknapping, he's actually surprises me. Like, what are you doing that I didn't? Anyways, he's made some pretty nice little points. And he ain't been Flintnapping very long. Also got some of that flint I picked up in Arkansas that I showed you all on video, the Burlington type flint. I got some of that heat treating. I got some in the turkey roaster, and I got some in the kiln. The thing I read on it was that to hold it, I've never heat treated that before. I've never had any to heat treat. I've always bought it heat treated, which some of the best Burlington out there that I know of, and you have to catch them at a nap in. Jim Redfern's Burlington is just fantastic, unbelievable. Nice stuff. He knows what he's doing when it comes to Burlington. Well, he knows what he's doing when it comes to a lot of things, but that Burlington he's got is just so sweet. He doesn't always have it though. Depends on if he has time to get to the creek or not, wherever he collects from. Pretty good looking point. Pretty happy with it. Nothing wrong with that. Let's put some magic on it. And I make very, very few stem points. Very, very few. This is just mink oil paste, and what it does, it just kind of brings out any color that's in the stone and hydrates the stone. Makes it look pretty, I think. It won't stay this shiny, but there we go. I don't know how big it is. Look at this. I even got a caliper this time. I found them. Of course, this would be easier with a tape measure, I think. Hell, I don't know how to read this one. It's all in. This whole thing's in. Oh, I guess it does have inches on it. So we're about 2 and almost 3/4 inches long. Or actually, we're over 2 3/4. Let me get a real tape measure. Do I have a real tape measure? Here we go. All right. Keeps falling in that hole right there. Yeah, it's a little over 2 3/4. 2 7/8 long. It's a little over an inch wide. About an inch and a 1/16. And let's see, what's the width on it? It's probably 5 to 1, 6 to 1, something like that. I don't know. So it's 20. What is that? Let me push my glasses up so I can see. Looks like it's about, well, we're not at the widest point. There we go. Somewhere right there. That's about 28. And that's 5. So whatever that is, a little better than 5 to 1. it's pretty reasonably thick for the type point it is. Really nice atlatl point. And you know what, let's give this one away. So let's give this point, we'll do a point giveaway, and I'll give this away. What you do is like, subscribe, and comment. Comment with whatever your favorite point style is. And that's what I want to see. I want to see your favorite point style. Hit the like button, and you have to be a subscriber to win. And I'll send out this point, and I don't know, I'll find something else to throw in there. Here's another piece of Novaculite. We'll make that the giveaway. There's the giveaway right there. The point and this piece of Novaculite. If I can find another piece laying around here, I'll do that too. But this is what we're giving away right here. The point and this chunk of Novaculite, so you can make one just like it. And yeah. There's two chunks actually. There's two chunks of Novaculite and the point. Like, subscribe, and comment your favorite point style, and we'll give this away. Let's see, what are we doing here? Today is Friday, and I'm leaving Sunday, and I'm gonna be back like Thursday. So we're gonna let this run till Friday. Well, let's make it Friday. We'll let it run 1 week, and the only reason we're doing it that long is because I'm leaving town. But we'll let it run 1 week, and I think you'll be happy with this point. It's very nice. But okay, appreciate y'all watching. Like, subscribe, and comment what your favorite point style is, and we'll go from there. And be sure to check out Rock and Pop's Adventures. He found one very similar to this. It's a little bit different. The Stanley is a little bit different than that, but pretty nice. Anyways, appreciate y'all watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Y'all keep napping.